very good morning to you all, our wonderful listeners and viewers out there. I trust you had a great night rest. I hope you slept well because I did. It's the breakfast show here on Veo Radio FM, and as usual, I'm your host, Mercy Kata. I'll be hosting this program alongside Shikemi Isa. Shikemi, how's your night?
It's all sound.
It's all sound.
Yeah.
I like your smile. I always tell you that, nevertheless.
Thank you.
Alright, do well to join us live on Facebook at Veo Radio FM. Like our page to get notified anytime we are live to be part of all our programs. You can also listen to us live via our website at www.veoradiofm.com. Give us a call on our studio line as well, 00619899380. And don't forget that you can follow us on Instagram at Veo Radio FM. Alright, the newspaper headlines will be coming to you right after the short commercial break. Do stay connected.
Yes, yes, yes. It's Veo Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. Veo Resort and Event Center has got your back with our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. Veo Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With Veo Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio. Veo Radio FM. We are the best.
Come on, leave this radio for me now. I enjoy this Veo Radio.
Leave him for me for Veo Radio. Like me, I enjoy them for me. Haji Koko, Nagodi.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this Veo Radio.
The radio.
Yes, yes, yes. It's Veo Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. Veo Resort and Event Center has got your back with our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. Veo Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With Veo Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Welcome back to the breakfast show here on Veo Radio FM. Don't forget that you can join us live on Facebook at Veo Radio FM or give us a call on our studio line 00619899380 is the number. Alright, Shikemi, what do you have for us this morning?
Okay, the headlines on Punch News this morning: five burned to death as tanker explodes on Lagos Expressway.
Wow.
A tanker explosion on Wednesday claimed 5 lives on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The incident occurred around Allergy Station, Kwakiama Agere in the Ikenne local government area of Ogun State. Well, my question is, why would tanker and trunk be passing the same route with commercial bus? I mean, it's not
My
right.
thoughts exactly.
It's not right. Like, trailer are supposed to be passing a separate route. Tanker are supposed to be passing a separate route,
Exactly.
as well as truck. So
Yeah.
accidents can occur at any point in time. So we can't take the risk of whereby trailer and commercial bus will be passing the same. I mean, it's really really bad.
Those are my thoughts exactly. Anytime I pass through those kind of roads, especially when I'm traveling, I'm usually scared because it's as if normal commercial vehicles and trucks and trailers are dragging the road with each other.
Yes.
That kind of thing. And some of these drivers that drive these trailers and all the trucks, they drive anyhow. They drive like the lives of the other human beings on the roads, they don't matter at all. So they just drive at will. And many a times you see such accidents occur, and it's not good at all, because this is not the first time. In fact, from years back, people have been crying out saying the government should do something about this. Trailers, trucks and commercial vehicles should not be passing the same roads. They shouldn't be on the same roads at all, because it's very dangerous, extremely dangerous. And we really hope that something is being done, because news like this, they are really sad.
Well, my condolence greetings to the family of this victim, because it's not easy to lose someone you love dearly. It's not really easy. So my condolences to them.
Yeah.
Okay, away from that one, comedian Cute Abiola detained, not missing. We've been hearing about this particular issue that the Cute Abiola is missing or something. It says that he was detained by the Naval Head of Information and Public Relations Directorate. So, we've been hearing some rumors these few days that the funny man is missing.
Yeah, he was missing.
So they said he was detained, maybe due to the fact that maybe he overstepped his boundaries.
Okay.
So they detained him for what he did.
Well, my thoughts regarding this issue is Cute Abiola is a naval officer first before he's a comedian.
Yes.
The Nigerian Armed Forces, they have their rules and they have their regulations.
Yes.
And if you must be part of them, you have to be ready to go through their rules and regulations. Some of these rules and regulations are not meant to silence you or to make you lose your rights as a person. It's just for your security and to protect the security of the Nigerian Navy as a whole. So I feel personally that whatever it is that he did, if he overstepped his boundaries, then he was wrong. Should be told he was wrong. Irrespective of the fact that you're a comedian and you feel like, okay, you're a young Nigerian, you want to make your voice, your opinions heard in the country, you want to support your other fellow young Nigerians, you also have to know that you are part of the Nigerian Navy and you have to adhere to their rules and regulations. If you're not going to be able to adhere to their rules and regulations, why not leave? It's as simple as that, and probably focus on comedy than putting your life and the life of your family at risk.
Well, let's assume you already made the mistake. I'm pleading with the naval officer to just forgive you, because
I know definitely the case is going to be sorted out,
yes.
but then there are processes in this thing, so they have to go through the process. But my advice is that if you know that as an individual you have the passion to do something else that is not your normal line of duty, and you know that your other profession is going to endanger your job, it is better you choose one. Do you want to be a comedian or do you want to be a naval officer? Choose one and follow that path, because definitely some things you say might endanger the other job. So it's as simple as that.
Okay, away from that one, collapse of story buildings rise to 3 in Lagos within 2 weeks.
Wow. So what exactly is causing the collapse of these buildings? We want to, because it's becoming something else. I saw that news headline and it really beat me, because I feel like people are just being very, very nonchalant about this whole thing. So they just build houses anywhere and anyhow they like, without thinking it through, or without going through the process, and without using the appropriate kind of materials. And is it that they forget that people are going to stay in these buildings? They forget that lives of people are at risk, and it keeps happening. A lot of people are going, in fact, from every part of the country, people want to go to Lagos. So when you ask a regular Nigerian, even in another part of the country, they say Lagos is the happening city. So people just feel like, okay, since everybody is running to Lagos, we can just do anything, just build anything, so that people have places to stay. I don't know.
In my own opinion, I think the problem is that we are greedy. Most people are greedy.
Yeah, that
so
is true.
Because of
That
this
is
reason,
very
and it's
true.
really, really causing a lot of trouble for us.
Yes.
So I just think we should just do things with pure mind.
Yes,
With
with pure mind. With pure mind.
Yeah.
Most times we are very quick to blame the government. I keep saying it, but then we are our own problem, because it's not the government that built these houses for people.
Yes.
You are the one that built the house, and you know that this house you're about to build, it's substandard. It's not even in the standard that it's supposed to be in, and yet you go ahead, you just use substandard building materials, use anything you want, and just say, okay, now the house is ready, everybody, you can now come and rent your space. And at the end of the day, when something happens, you see that people start crying, and families are crying here and there, and it's really sad, because it's looking like Nigerians, where did our conscience go to? I don't understand.
I would suggest maybe whenever there is a contract between a contractor and someone that gave them this job, I think the government should just sign some documents with the government, so they won't be using the fake materials on these buildings.
Yeah, that is true.
So years later, it won't collapse. Or
I think when people want to build, I think it should be well regulated by the proper authorities, because most times people just start building houses without without them checking out the materials they are using.
Even
very well.
the environment, it might be the cause of the soil.
Yes, where you cannot build some kind of buildings in a swampy area. There are some kind of things you should not do. So all those kind of things should be looked into before a building can be laid in any place, because those kind of things matter, and they affect the entire building in the long run. Even if not during construction, maybe years after, you notice that a lot of things start going wrong, and you keep wondering what is happening. It is because the place you built that house in, it is not supposed to be built there. That is just it.
Okay, even from that word, Asume withdraw strike threats. Gbajabiamila others interview. Federal government promises payment. I think a couple of days we've been hearing about this ASU strike or something. So the House of Representative has put hands in this issue, that they are telling the government to fulfill their promise. I think it's a great idea, because the family of these people are lamenting bitterly that they don't want these people to go on strike again, because it will affect their children. So
true.
I think it's a great idea if they fulfill their promises. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a great idea, and like I always say when I hear about federal government and promises, I keep saying it is not just enough to make promises. It is the action that we want to see. So when you say you are going to do something, make sure you do it, because these people are becoming impatient. So it is very important that the federal government indeed sees that the allowances are being paid, and their demands are being met. Alright, that was it on the Punch Inspired this morning at the Breakfast Show. Do stay tuned after this break for more headlines.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. I enjoy this Veo Radio.
Gida leave him for me for Veo Radio. Like me, I enjoy them for me. Haji Koko, Nagodi.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this Veo Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other other stations are tuned in too.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio FM. We are the best.
Yes, yes, yes. It's Veo Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. Veo Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. Veo Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With Veo Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
The radio station you
The Breakfast Show here on Veo Radio FM. Don't forget that you can join us live on Facebook at Veo Radio FM, and you can give us a call on our studio line 006-1989-380. Alright, on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, Yoruba Nation, federal government wants to blackmail me, Akintoye. Still on the Vanguard newspaper, PDP kicks as APC backs Akeredolu over son's appointment as DG. And still on the Vanguard newspaper, strike, federal government promises to address ASU's basic demands within 7 days. You know, this is what we're just talking about. So the federal government has promised that they are going to look into ASU's demands next week. And I was saying that we don't want to hear promises anymore. And now the federal government is making a step, and it's really something that we're happy about, because it's been a long time coming, and these people are threatening another strike, and now the federal government has promised, you know, that their demands are going to be met within 7 days. We really do hope that it pulls through. Alright, still on the Vanguard newspaper, NSAS, federal government waiting for panel reports from states, Buhari. You know, earlier this week, or was it last week, you know, the Lagos state government, you know, released their reports regarding the NSAS, you know, killings that happened last year, and now Buhari is saying, that is, the federal government is saying that they are waiting for the report of other states before they take action, because, you know, the protest didn't only happen in Lagos. Even if it was, you know, more heated in Lagos, but then it happened in other states as well. So, you know, the federal government is saying that they are waiting for other states to submit their reports before they take any action, and we are calling on other states, please submit your report in time, so that, you know, things can judgment. You know, so that something can be done about this, and so that justice can be served. You know, people died, people were injured, families lost loved ones. So we are calling on the federal government to make sure that, we're calling on state government, other states that have not submitted their report, to submit it as soon as possible, so that something can be done about it. Alright, still on the Vanguard newspaper, Badagry collapse, owners converted old bungalow to story building, Lagos. I mean, can you imagine? You know, we're just talking about buildings that collapse. You know, recently another building collapsed in Badagry, and now people that live around the building are saying that the building was not even a story building. And it was a bungalow. So the owner just woke up one day and said, how can I make more money? You know, if I convert this to a story building, I will collect more rent. I should just. I mean, the way we play with human lives nowadays, the
foundation of this building is just for a bungalow.
It's for a bungalow, but then you reconstructed it, and it's not now. It's not just that he reconstructed. You know, you can as well demolish your house and start again. But in this instance, he did not just do. He just made do with what he already had. You get, so he just did it. anyhow, let's just manage it and do something good with it. And it's something that is really painful. When I read things like this, I keep wondering, do these people think at all? Because the materials he used for the story building are materials supposed to use for a bungalow.
Well, they do think, but all they think is about money.
Money. I mean,
That's
greed and selfishness is something that is killing a lot of Nigerians. The owner of the 21 story building that collapsed, he died.
Yes.
All the money, where is it now? That is it. Many a times
The person
we
that
forget.
not even work for the money will gain from it.
Yes, many a times
Because the person
there are
is
some
doing
kind of
already.
things we just do and we just feel like it doesn't have any repercussion. But trust me, nature will definitely take its
Yes,
course
yes.
one day. And when it does, you might be swallowed up with the very thing that you are being
And the
greedy
funniest
about.
part is that it won't affect the person alone. Some innocent people.
That is it.
will affect some
That
innocent
is it.
people.
That is it. It's definitely going to affect a lot of innocent people, and we just hope that things like this are being looked into, because it's really becoming something else. We keep hearing of more collapse of buildings especially in Lagos. What is
Yes.
it with Lagos?
It's true building
Lagos, I'm telling you, what is it with Lagos
Seriously,
developers? I mean,
it's really a sad news though.
yeah, they really need to do something about it. All right, still on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, SIP, 9 million Nigerian pupils benefit from school feeding program, federal government. Do you think this is true? That 9 million Nigerian pupils, that is primary school students, benefit from, the feeding program that the federal government says, they are currently
9
doing.
million people.
9 million. Do you have any sibling that attends
No.
a public school?
Well, I'm the last born, so I don't have
Okay,
any
I don't have any sibling that attends a public school, so I would have asked, do they give you food in your school?
I don't
Do
think
they
that's
give
true
you
though.
food?
I don't think that's true.
We're not in any position to say if it's true or not, but then we are just saying that if at all they are giving these pupils rather, they are giving them these meals, they say they are giving them, are they up to standard? When I was in NYC camp, we were told that the meals they give us is a day is total 650 naira. So this includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 650 naira. Shikemi, please, I want to ask this question. Is 650 naira enough for you to eat a meal once?
It's not even
Not to
enough.
talk about a meal for an entire day, 650
not
naira. I
enough
mean,
for me.
let's be honest with ourselves when we do some kind of things. So now the federal government is saying they have fed 9 million, Nigerian pupils, and we are saying, okay, it's not enough to feed them. Is this food of standard
yes.
quality? Because when you say you feed people, we want to see that they are indeed fed. A lot of these people, sometimes they go to school without food. They don't have food at home, and that's the more reason why they even attend public school, because okay, it's free, so let's just go. So if you're going to do it, make sure you do it right. It's not just about giving them something that it's not even up to standard. Just give them tea without milk. But then make sure it's up to standard. That is just it. All right, still on the Vanguard newspaper, NSAS protest, resign or be sacked. Reps Minority Caucus tell Lai Mohammed. This is coming from the House of Reps Minority Caucus. They are telling the Minister of Information to resign or risk being sacked. What do you think about this, Shikemi? Regarding the NSAS, the reports he gave regarding the NSAS killings before this report came out. What do you think? Because before the report came out, he was saying that nobody was killed, and the army did not shoot at any innocent Nigerian youths. They didn't shoot at anybody. They just shot in the air, and nobody died. So now the report is out. So who lied? That is the question. Who lied? Because people are saying that he should resign or he risks being sacked. But the thing is it just about him being sacked? Is it just about him resigning? Because he was not the only government official that said nobody died. So are we going to sack every person that said that? I think that there needs to be a thorough flush in our
If they sack
system.
them is the solution. Sacking them is not the solution of this problem. They should just they should just punish them. Maybe 1 month suspension at work or something. They should not sack them, because these people has family that's I'm not saying the thing they did was good. It was totally wrong. But if they sack them, the people that look up to them will feel so bad.
Of course.
So I would advise not to be sacked. They should not sack them. They should just give them punishment, maybe suspension from work, maybe a month suspension or 2 months suspension.
The thing is, many a times these high government officials, they just say things because none of their family members were involved in it, so they don't have anything to lose. But let's be honest, let's have a conscience. Most times when we say things like this, people died. So why come out and lie when you know that obviously these things happened? It's just something else. All right. Lastly, on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, NLC blames fuel scarcity on marketers in Yola. This is coming from the Nigerian Labour Congress in Adamawa. They said on Thursday that they accused the petroleum marketers in the state of hoarding petroleum products, resulting in artificial scarcity of the products in Yola. You know, I think we talked about this in our last session. These people, these marketers, they are humans like you and I. They have children, they have families, and they just wake up one morning and feel like, let's make the lives of our fellow Nigerians miserable. I mean, this is not a case of someone from another country
I saw
to your country.
This morning that a fuel of 175 naira per liter will be 190 per liter.
So what exactly is going to be your gain? You're just going to make, few nairas on top, and you are going to kill your fellow Nigerian brother. There are some people that at its stand they cannot even afford to even get a liter, first of all, and now you are going to increase the price of that liter. How do you expect people to survive? And it's not a case of NNPC or any other federal government association doing it. Now it's from the marketers. Like I said, our fellow brothers and sisters just wake up one morning and say, let me just make the life of my sister miserable. Let me just make this look like this. There's no fuel in the country, and there will be scarcity, and I'll just increase the price. Let's have conscience. I keep hammering on this. Let's have a conscience. This is the lives of our brothers, our sisters, our children that we're playing with. Let's have a conscience. All right, that was it on the Vanguard paper this morning. Just stay tuned for other headlines right after this break.
Yes. It's Veo Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. Veo Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. Veo Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With Veo Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio.
Veo Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. They enjoy this Veo Radio.
Leave them for me for Veo Radio. Like me, I enjoy them for me. I just want to now go.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this Veo Radio.
Yes. It's Veo Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. Veo Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. Veo Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With Veo Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Alright, welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on Veo Radio FM. Don't forget that you can join us live on Facebook at Veo Radio FM, and you can give us a call on our studio line 006-1989-380 is the number. Alright, on the Guardian newspaper this morning, panic in Imo as state records 38 COVID-19 cases in one day. So this is high, considering the fact that this is something that is being worked on. Like when COVID-19 just started, states were recording 100 plus in a day. 38 is quite high for a state that usually records lower than that. And everybody's panicking. What is happening? People are no longer washing their hands. People are no longer using their mask.
Some people don't even believe there is still COVID-19.
COVID-19 has
They
gone.
will say it does
Some
not
people,
exist
some
at all.
people never believed that COVID-19 existed, and I'm wondering what planet are you from? Because this thing existed. I know people that had COVID. So what are we saying? The thing is, some people that believed, some of us believed that this thing was there. But I think as time goes on, people tend to become more nonchalant about it. Like, okay, time has gone, it has left. So people are no longer taking those, safety measures that they used to take then. It's not like before when, everywhere you turn, you see people with their masks. Now you go to the markets, you go to public places, and nobody's using their mask. Nobody cares about it. Nobody's using their sanitizer. I remember then when, we were in the heated period of COVID-19 in schools then. You can't afford to go to school without a sanitizer. It doesn't even work. Like, where are you going to pass to enter? So at the gates they're already asking, where's your sanitizer? They were washing hand basins where you could wash your hand and things like that. But we don't just see things like that anymore. Everybody has become nonchalant, and I think if people continue like this, every day new variants of diseases keeps coming up. So if people are not serious about it, you see that a lot of people will be attacked by the virus and will keep wondering, okay, where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Not knowing that it's because we are no longer chalant about, this COVID-19 thing. So I think people should be more chalant about what were the safety measures before. Wash your hands, use your mask
and sanitizer.
Yeah, make sure you use your sanitizer and make sure you maintain social. Use your elbow and make sure you maintain social distancing at least 2 meters. Okay, that's it. All right. Lastly, on the Guardian's paper this morning, NRC workers protest in Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja. This is coming, from the Obafemi Awolowo train station, Ibadan. It was shut down yesterday due to the fact that the Nigerian Union of Railway Workers and Senior Staff Association protested against poor pay by the federal government. The protesters were seen with various placards such as Railway Workers' Lives Matters, We want standard condition of service, federal government pay us good salary and allowance. We are suffering. Give us enhanced salary regime, among others. We keep hearing of ASU, but there are other unions that the federal government needs to look into. Imagine Nigerian Union of Rail Workers. When did the railway start working in Nigeria? And why are we having a protest so soon?
I mean, it's hurts a lot when you're working so hard. And at the end of the month, you're being paid peanuts.
And sometimes you're not even paid at all. They just tell you that this month, no salary. Let's wait till next month, they will pay us. And your children are waiting for daddy to come back and pay school fees. Your wife is waiting for you to come and give her money to cook and money to buy food stuff in the house. And all of a sudden, you come back and tell them that they don't pay. Do you know how depressing that is?
Really
I mean, things that they should be worked on. Let the standard of living be increased and be easy in Nigeria. That's just it. All right, that was it on the headlines this morning on the breakfast show. Shikemi, what do you have for us this morning?
Well, my motivational talk will be on integrity. You know, integrity means the state of being honest and having a strong moral principle. You know, if you are honest, you want everything, because if you are someone that you are not biased, you say things with pure mind. Your yes is yes and your no is no.
Exactly.
I mean, you get a lot of things,
but then you lose a lot of things as well.
Yeah. But the advantages is more than the disadvantages.
The thing is, something about integrity doesn't come easy. And integrity doesn't mean that because you're a person of integrity, everything becomes smooth for you. Like, as a matter of fact, let's be honest, people with integrity most times suffer a lot of things, because you see that majority of people lack integrity. So when they see someone that has integrity, the hate and all that so much on the person, and they do everything to make sure that the person comes down. But then if you are true to yourself and continue in that, like, trust me, at the end of the day, you are going to be rewarded. I mean, the same people that even try to bring you down, they won't be the ones to say, this person, don't go close. He will not even agree. He's very honest. He tells the truth. He does things, in a very good way. That is just something about integrity. And integrity makes you stand out. Do you know something about people that are corrupt? People that are corrupt actually know people that are not corrupt. And when they need to do things that involve transparency, trust me, they are not going to pick someone from around their circle. They're going to look for the person that has integrity, the person that is honest, and they're going to say, my guy, we know that you are someone of integrity, and we need to do this. We need to do this, and if we give it to one of our own person, they are going to cheat us. So we need someone that is neutral, someone that is going to tell the truth, and that is something about integrity. It makes you stand out. So whenever they need someone that is trustworthy and reliable, you are going to be the first person that comes to mind, and they're like, okay, let's talk to this person. All right, today is Friday, and like Shikemi has said, we just want to encourage you to be a person of integrity, be it in your workplace, be it in school, be it in your business, wherever it is you find yourself. Just be a person of integrity, because you don't know who is watching, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to be your reward. So just be a person of integrity, basically. All right, that was it on the breakfast show this morning on Veo Radio FM. Don't worry, we'll be with you again next week, right? For other interesting episodes. Do enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Veo Resort and Event Center òtítọ́ ní pé ilé ìtura pọ̀ nílẹ̀ ní tòótọ́ ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo wọn kọ́ ní fúnni lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Veo Resort and Event Center standard rooms with constant air condition pẹ̀lú internet nínú yàrá kọ̀ọ̀kan 24/7 power supply swimming pool ìgbàlódé car park with adequate security gym center àyè ìṣeré àwọn ọmọdé àwọn oúnjẹ tiwantiwa àti intercontinental dishes wà nílẹ̀ event hall with 1000 capacity gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá ló wà ní Veo Resort and Event Center. Veo Resort and Event Center wà ní kìlómítà 36 Àgọ́-Ìwòye road Ìṣàrẹ́mọ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. ẹ̀lú ẹ̀lú wa ní 08168709103 08168709103 tàbí 09041626640 Veo Resort and Event Center, home away from home.
Good. Hey. I be finding civil lining.
Ó tún ti gbádùn kan nìyẹn o. December to remember. Ìolú ọmọ Tàlàbí medical outreach. Wọ́n máa ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún. Nígbà tí ọdún Kérésìmesì bá kú pẹ̀sẹ̀pẹ̀sẹ̀. Níbi tí bàbá wa Olúmádé Olútàlàbí foundation. Níbi tí wọ́n ti máa ń gbèsè ohun mèremère. Fún àwọn aláìní. Àtàwọn tó kù díẹ̀ fún láwùjọ. Àwọn àkàndá ẹ̀dá. Àtàwọn ogbó ọlọ́lọ́kẹ́ òjọ̀kan. Let us be the reason for others to smile. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni Sá Olúmádé Olútàlàbí fi ń pe gbogbo àwọn tó rí jájẹ láwùjọ láti gbé ètò yìí ní gbọ̀wọ́. Fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ ẹ pè sórí aago yìí 080